Meet Charles John Jukin, the man who proved that sometimes being completely plastered can actually save your life. When the Titanic sank in 1912, most passengers faced freezing water, chaos, and tragedy. Jukin? He faced it with a belly full of booze and came out the other side. Jukin was the Titanic's chief baker, and when the ship struck the iceberg, he did something heroic first. He ordered his staff to haul bread up to the lifeboats. But once the bread was handled, he turned to his other specialty, alcohol. He started drinking heavily, reportedly downing half a bottle of whiskey as the ship slipped under. Most people panic in a crisis. Jukin went for a liquid coat, and it worked. When the Titanic broke apart, he climbed over the rail, calmly stepped off the stern, and landed in the Atlantic like he was clocking out of work. While hundreds of others froze to death in minutes, Jukin spent more than 2 hours bobbing around in the icy water. Witnesses later said he was seen paddling casually, like it was a swimming pool. Scientists might argue that the alcohol thinned his blood and should have killed him faster, but in Jukin's case it seemed to keep him loose and moving. Panic tightens muscles, which speeds up hypothermia. He, on the other hand, was so drunk he couldn't panic properly. The man was basically a human cork. Eventually, he found an overturned lifeboat, clung to the side, and was pulled aboard another. When he was rescued by the Carpathia hours later, he had no frostbite, no hypothermia, nothing, just a hangover, and one of the wildest survival stories in history. Jukin went on to live decades after the disaster, telling his tale with a mix of pride and understatement. He's remembered today as the baker who got too drunk to die, the Titanic's unlikeliest hero, and the only man who could turn whiskey into a life jacket. And that's why Charles John Jukin proved that sometimes being completely plastered can actually save your life. When the Titanic sank in 1912, most passengers faced freezing water, chaos, and tragedy. Jukin, he faced it with a belly